What up, guys? It's your boy Nerdy Red 23. How are y'all doing out there? I'm here to talk about Prince releasing his 16th album, The Black Album, of November 22nd, 1994. Happy 31 years. I did talk about this album for him last year, which was the 30th anniversary, but it turns 31 years old. So it was originally, it was called something else. It was called the Funk Bible, but it decides to be called The Black Album simply. It was scheduled for release in November of '87, but it was canceled at Prince's request after the promotional copies had been issued. The follow-up to Sign of the Times, the album was appear in an entirely black sleeve with no title or even a credit to Prince. Hence, it's been referred to as the Black Album, dubbed the Funk Bible, by preceding press releases and in a hidden message with the album itself. The work seemed to be a reaction to criticism that Prince had become too pop oriented, and the album was to attempt to regain his black audience. But this album's still cool though, man. I like it. It's just simply just titled as the Black Album. And anyways, the 1987 promotional release had no printed title, artist name, production credits, or photography printed. A simple black sleeve accompanied the disc. On promotional copies, only a song listening and catalog number 25677 were printed on the disc itself. The commercial version was to only have the catalog number printed in pink on the spine, and the original compact disc with pressing was made by Sony DADC rather than WEA Manufacturing. And after Prince became convinced that the album was evil, he ordered it to be withdrawn a week before of its release date. It was replaced with the album Lovesexy, a brighter pop-oriented album with elements of religious affirmation. And the album was officially released with remastered audio and a few song title revisions on November 22nd of 94 through Warner Brother Records. And this album was catchy, man. I love this album. It's really dope. It's got some really dope hits. I like When Two Are in Love, Dead on It, Cindy C, Le Grind, Bob George, Superfunkycalifragisexy, Two, and United for West Compton, Rockhard In a Funky Place. And then the remix and remastered, and this is on purple vinyl. You got the Le Grind Funky House remix, and Cindy C as the same exact Funky House remix, and Bob George Funky House remix. And then the bonus tracks on here, you got Rebirth of the Flesh, Take This Beat, Scarlet P, Movie Star, and the SEX of it. So Prince invoked Camille, the alter ego behind his unreleased 1986 album Camille, as the guiding force responsible for the Black Album. And the opening track also mentions the title of the album as Behind the Funk Bible, which was a consideration during work on this project, and the title refers to both the album's all black cover excuse me, design, and to Prince's attempt to earn back his incredibility among the black pop audience. The black pop audience. He was trying to regain all the black fans to the audience right here, as y'all know about this album, for all of my Prince fans. So the album features one of the most atypical Prince songs, Bob George, in which he assumes the identity of a profane man who suspects his girlfriend to have an affair with a man named Bob. He asks her what the man does for a living. What does the man do for a living? Does for a living, and learns that Bob manages Prince, whom he dismisses as the skinny mother bleeper with the high voice. The gun-wielding alter ego then fires a multitude of gunshots, and ends up being raided by the police. And during live performances of the song during the Lovesexy tour, he ends up being shot. The name for the track was a combination of Bob Cavillo, former manager, and Nelson George, a critic who was felt to have become very critical of Prince. Bob George features a growling monologue that is pitched down using a publicin to the point of being the most unrecognizable being almost unrecognizable as Prince. The voice at the end of the song that says Bizarre is actually a stock sound from the Fairlight CMI library. 11 times, it just says the two ones right there, X, and library with which is pitch, with its pitch raised, the sample being lifted from the spoken word track, Our Bizarre Relationship, on the Mothers of Invention's 1969 Uncle Meat album. Funny title. Anyways, the album right here features songs such as the hip-hop parody Dead on It, which playfully makes the accusation that all rappers are tone deaf and unable to sing, in the playful Cindy C, which refers to supermodel Cindy Crawford. The rhyme at the end of the song was originally written by Steve Silk Hurley, and was included on a song titled Music is the Key, which was previously released by Chicago house music group J.M. Silk, of which Hurley was the founder of. And Hurley would later go on to remix two of the songs from the Get Off maxi single, The House Style, and the flute instrumental version. And more to it, the album contains several instances of the portrayal of characters using either a sped up or slowed down vocal track by Prince, as on If I Was Your Girlfriend, You Got the Look, Strange Relationship, and Housequake, all from the Sign of the Times album. And the instrumental jazz funk jam 2 and United for West Compton was revisited as a live song, The One Night Alone live album, but it was hardly the same track. And the rest is history. So, more to it, the withdrawal the days before its intended November 1987 release, Prince contacted the Warner Brothers chairman Mo Ostin and requested the album's withdrawal. Prince attributed his decision to a spiritual epiphany that convinced him the record represented the anger and licentious that the singer had to leave behind. He later blamed the album on an entity named Spooky Electric, described as a demonic, low-voice alter ego inducted by Camille, and the withdrawal decision as rumored to have been influenced by Prince's having a bad experience on MDMA, and the record company had to destroy about 500,000 copies of the album, which were already on loading docks, ready for shipment to stores. However, a small number of those copies escaped destruction, which made the album available on the bootleg market. Following its cancellation, Prince would later re-reference the withdrawal in the music video for the lead single from Lovesexy, Alphabet Street, where a message quickly scrolls down the screen that reads, "Don't buy the Black Album. I'm sorry." So, more to it, of April 2016, an original promo copy from 1987 was sold on Discogs Marketplace for a then record of 15,000 million. And 2017, 5 copies were discovered in the U.S., with one of those selling for $42,298. And then in 2018 of June, another copy of the original album was found in Canada, and the copy later sold on Discogs Marketplace for $25K. Man, big time history about this album. But it's one of my favorites, though. I'm still listening to it. And you know what the funny thing is? I saw that bootleg copy for $200 at the record store called Rasta Cowboy Records. Never been played. And it's a bootleg copy selling at $200 in Tustin, California. Here, check out this. Super dope. I really love the purple. The purple is so grabbing, so phenomenal, so bad, meaning good. Look at that. Love the purple. Long live Prince, man. Prince will always be a legend in my book forever. I'm so glad I got a hold of this record by Prince. So, what is your favorite song off this classic? Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and comment. Follow your boy. I will be glad to return to the next one. Y'all have a blessed one and stay safe. And for all of my Prince fans that don't have this record, I mean, I'm sure there's people that have it, but the ones that don't have it, get a hold of this record because it is getting rarer. This is a really hard one to come across these days. Definitely get a hold of it. And you know what's crazy? It was $60, but actually they cut $5 down and I paid $55. So I'm satisfied. Peace, y'all.